Good afternoon, Quakertown basketball fans, and welcome to tonight's matchup between your Quakertown Panthers and the Upper Dublin Cardinals. Panthers currently 3-14, looking to improve to 4-14. And what do you think is the main key to that tonight, Dalton?
If they want to get red, they need to get on rebounds, and they need to get, honestly, everything. I mean, when you're going against a tough competition like Upper Dublin, number 4 in the state, there's a lot of components that we're going to have to be strong on tonight.
Quakertown clearly the underdog here tonight, but hey, who knows? Any team can win any given night.
But Quakertown, no room for failure on any of their struggling components tonight. They need to be able to hit their shots and be able to pass the ball efficiently, which they've been struggling with. And defensively, they're going to have to be a little better on rebounding and fast breaks.
Here are your tonight's starting lineups. Senior forward, number 23, Aiden Berge. Junior center, number 0, Jamison Sykes. Senior guard, number 9, Sam Wilkin, or number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and take off your hat, and we would like you to please be quiet for the national anthem. All right, as the Panthers begin tonight, we would like to remind you that tonight is going to be one of the last home games this year, only 2 more after tonight. Last week was a heartbreaking loss on senior night. What are your opinion on that, Dalton?
A lot of flukes in Quakertown's game, just not playing their best, and a winnable game nonetheless, not able to get it done, but hopefully they come out with a little bit of a spark, especially with a tough team like Upper Dublin here, and maybe end the season with a few wins.
Tipping off for Quakertown is Jamison Sykes, and tipping off for Upper Dublin is number 30, Idris Rhymes. Up we go, and we're off as Quakertown's going to win the toss-up. Sam Wilkin with it now, being guarded by number 3, Justin Ragsdale. Trying to make a move, but he gets around him. Layup is no good, rebounded by Rhines. Pushing it up the court, number 11, Riley McLaughlin with it now, over to 13. It's Ryan Mulroy with the first 2 points of the game.
And something we're going to want to see here out of Quakertown is the use of Sam Wilkin is
right now. Trying to do something, he gets it off to Berge. Berge over to Mushrush. Mushrush doesn't know where to go, so he gets it to Wilkin. Wilkin looking for someone, gets it over to Sykes. Still outside the 3-point line as McCray has it now. Berge's got it. Looking inside, but has nobody. Tries to get it to McCray, but he can't. Berge loses man, gets in there, and an easy layup for Aiden Berge.
Great job there by Aiden Berge, just to be able to get around all the defense, don't know what they're doing, and tied it up here.
Berge was able to get around his man and get the bucket as Upper Dublin with it now in the corner for a 3. It's good. Number 14, Kobe Bazemore.
And something about this Upper Dublin team that makes them so great is their ability to not miss. This Upper Dublin team, it is a very rare sight to see them miss a wide open shot like that, and Quakertown has to be ready for it.
Foul called on Upper Dublin there. It's going to be Riley McLaughlin. Berge looking for the inbounds, and he gets it into Sykes. McCray has it now and gets a screen from Jamison to get it up the court quickly. McCray looking around. He doesn't have many people open. Gets it over to Mushrush, who almost gets it taken away, but it's picked up by McCray. Mushrush looking around, gets it to Berge. Berge working against his man. He's going to pass it off to Mushrush. Again, Sykes gets it, almost lost it there, as he's going to hand it off to Wilkin. Upper Dublin playing some very tough defense here so far. Wilkin trying to drive, but he passed it off to Sykes. He gets it to McCray, and the pass is knocked away. It's Rhines taking it down the court. Passes over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin over, back into Rhines. Rhines, the little jumper, it's no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Rhines again. Idris Rhines doing damage down low there, as Upper Dublin still has it. Rhines again, and he's going to get the easy bucket underneath. Upper Dublin passing is just very amazing here right now.
And something I would like to see from Quakertown is Sam Wilkin body his... Ooh, tough play there. But it's going to go...
Upper Dublin and 1. Number 13, Ryan Mulroy with the points there.
And before that happened right there, Quakertown's going to call a timeout, make sure this game doesn't get away. But back to my point, I'd like to see Sam Wilkin body down his defender. Sam Wilkin is a very big and lengthy for a point guard, and I'd like to see him maybe back into his defender there.
Wilkin was being guarded by a much smaller defender in Kobe Bazemore, but he stopped at the free throw line. Panthers down by 7 here, 5 minutes and 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Upper Dublin to shoot 1. Upper Dublin just passing the ball in circles around Quakertown here right now. Very good ball movement, as you'd expect from the number 4 ranked team in the state.
And Upper Dublin with their 2 big men there. They got
Idris Rhines
and
Justin Ragsdale.
Yeah, those 2 players right there. They are big, strong, lengthy, almost all the above that you want in a good center. And Quakertown needs to get ahead of that. Can't let those offensive boards go.
Wilkin and taking it up the court against Bazemore. Passes it off to Berge. Berge dishes it to Mushrush. Mushrush to McCray. Sykes has it now. Quakertown trying to get past the 3-point line, but they can't get in there. As the pass gets away from Berge, picked up. It's going to be Upper Dublin. Bazemore takes it up, and the layup is good. Ball was stolen by Justin Ragsdale, who got it to Bazemore on the fast break. Wilkin now taking up the court, using his speed. Passes it out to McCray. McCray looking around. He's going to give it to Berge. Berge into Sykes. Berge now in the corner for 3. It's no good. Rebound by Mushrush. Mushrush out. Wilkin for 3. That one's no good again. Rebounded by number 13, Ryan Mulroy, as he's going to take it up the court. He's going up fast, gets it in. The basket is no good. Riley McLaughlin missed it, and it was rebounded by McCray. McCray now gives it off to Wilkin to take it up the court. Wilkin working against Bazemore. He's a much smaller defender as the shot goes up. No foul call. Picked up by Berge, and the shot is good. It's going to be an and one for Quakertown.
Had a lot of aggressive basketball there. Couldn't really keep up with it, but Quakertown scored.
A lot of action going on so far in this game. Ball is moving around fast. And it looks like we are going to see the return of Matthew Thomas in this game tonight. He's coming back out on the court. He's going to take out Trey McCray. And it looks like Jackson Torres is going to come on too, but not yet.
And that's some exciting news to see Matt Thomas back on the court. Very efficient player when it comes to passing. Very
fast.
Very fast. He has a lot in his bag and able to develop free plays for Quakertown. So to see him back in the lineup, it's good. And he's not scared to shoot his shots. That is something that Quakertown, a few players struggle with. So it's good to have a player that's willing to take those shots no matter what.
Coming on the court for Quakertown, number 25, Jackson Torres. Idris Rhines with it now. He's driving in. Pass goes down to Mulroy. Mulroy's shot no good. He gets his own rebound and puts it back up for two. Wilkin with it now, looking to drive down the court. Again, working against Bazemore. Gets past Bazemore pretty quickly and gets it off to Thomas. Thomas into Torres. Torres pump fake. The shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Idris Rhines. Rhines taking it down the court. Gets it over. Pass out. Bazemore looking to go in. He can't get anywhere. Passes out. Bazemore now at the three-point line. Wide open, and it's no good. Idris Rhines with it now. Back over to Bazemore. Bazemore slips. And it looks like he's going to take some time to reset. Bazemore over to Mulroy. Mulroy over to Ragsdale. Back to Mulroy. Looking to go in, but he can't get anywhere. Passes it out. Ragsdale. Ragsdale for three is no good.
And got to respect the Quakertown defense there, not allowing Upper Dublin any advantage there, even after the offensive board.
Matt Thomas with it now. Gets it into Sykes. Sykes working against Rhines. Doesn't get the shot he wants. Gets it into Wilkin. Wilkin against a smaller defender. Shot goes up. It's no good. Rebounded by Idris Rhines. Rhines, some good ball work, but it's going to be a foul on Wilkin. So Quakertown, it looks like they're just being out-hustled currently right now, although they are playing some good defense and showing flashes of some good play.
And a big group substitution there for Upper Dublin.
In for them comes number 4, Horace Jackson. Number 1, Brandon Altman. And number 0, James Castranuva. Upper Dublin making 3 substitutions there, as it's going to be Mulroy who's going to take it up the court after the inbounds from McLaughlin. Now it's McLaughlin with it. He gets it over. Down wide open is Justin Mulroy, who gets a very easy basket.
And Quakertown just getting lazy there. Here comes Matt Thomas.
Thomas coming down the court, working against Jackson. Gets it over. Jackson Torres in the corner. Wide open three. It's no good. Rebounded by Riley McLaughlin. Taking it down the court. His guy falls, but it's picked up by Horace Jackson, who steps out of bounds. It's Quakertown ball. Quakertown, a lot of let-up fast breaks for Upper Dublin. That's where they're getting most of their points from.
And when Quakertown gets the opportunity to defend Upper Dublin, they do a great job. Just these fast break points are really getting carried away, and that's why Upper Dublin is up as much as they are.
Sam Wilkin drives, and he's going to get a foul. Number 11, Riley McLaughlin there. Inbounds is going to be from Matt Thomas. Gives it to Wilkin.
Whoa.
Wilkin, bad pass, picked up. Going up with it is Castronova, and he's fouled.
Good hustle there by Colin Fika to be able to run up on that, not allowing the easy lay.
It's going to be 2 free throws for Castronova.
And once again for Quakertown, allowing the fast break, something that they've been struggling with a lot of their games, and it's pretty much free points, which stacks up and really showing here as misses the free throw there.
Quakertown down 16-4 here with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Quakertown been showing some good signs on defense, but the offense has just not been coming through, as Panthers have had open shots. as Castronova misses his second free throw, picked up by Rush, who came into the game. Now Colin Fico has it, trying to drive, but it's going to be a jump ball. Horace Jackson with the pressure there. And it's going to go to Upper Dublin.
And it looks like Mason Rush subs in for Sam Wilkin.
Referee is telling the players to make sure their shirts are tucked. Looks like he was talking to Horace Jackson there. Taking it up is going to be McLaughlin. Looking for an open man. He gets it over. It's going to be Brandon Altman. He's going to give it to Mulroy. Mulroy, long pass. And then a short pass. And right back to Mulroy. In it goes Castronova. Castronova back out to Mulroy, who gives it to Horace Jackson. Swings it over to McLaughlin. Into the cutting. Mulroy out to Horace Jackson for three. It's no good. Rebounded by Riley McLaughlin. Looked like he stepped out of bounds, but he didn't. Altman gives a pass to Mulroy, and Mulroy's going to get an and one. Great ball movement there by the Cardinals, as just always somebody open with how fast-paced they are.
And they know how to make strong elite passes. I mean, just a fundamental team all around. And back to the point, that is why they are number 4 in the state. I mean, they really have no really core failures to their group, as maybe free throw is an issue, as they've missed 3 already.
Ball goes off Torres, but it's picked up by McLaughlin. Altman over to Mulroy. Mulroy to Jackson. Horace Jackson with a spin move, driving in. Backwards layup is good. Tough bucket there.
And you'd think there would be 6 Upper Dublin players on the court with how open these people are getting, but Quakertown's going to call timeout here. Not let this game get out of hand early.
Coach DaCosta looking for a game plan here, trying to erase the 16-point deficit here in the first quarter.
And we've seen this before with Plymouth Whitemarsh, although Quakertown's defense isn't playing as good. Early leads, and they start playing good a little later on, so Quakertown definitely needs to work on their early game and not let these games get away too fast like it is right now.
Quakertown looking to get their offense going after only 4 points in 7 minutes of play so far. All I know is that could be worse.
Definitely could be worse, but could be better.
It could be better. Hopefully we will see that for the rest of the game tonight.
And I'd definitely like to see Quakertown step up a little bit more on offense. I mean, they're not doing a horrible job against this amazing Upper Dublin defense, but definitely needs to start connecting a little better.
Inbounding for the Panthers is going to be Aiden Berge. He gives it to Matt Thomas. Thomas being pressed by Altman. He's able to get up the court and give it to Berge. Berge over to RJ Fico. RJ trying to make a move but can't. He gets it to Jackson Torres. Torres in the corner being guarded by Castronova. Thomas drives in. His shot goes up, and he's going to get the and one.
And there it is, that willingness to shoot no matter what. I mean, surrounded by 2 bigger and taller players, and Matt Thomas still able to throw it up the bucket, and he's going to the line for 3.
Bumped into his man, just chucked it up there, and people get lucky sometimes, as we just saw there from Matt Thomas.
Matt Thomas doesn't get lucky.
He's just good. Free throw is good. Panthers now with 7 points here. Taking it up is going to be Jonathan Mulroy. Mulroy gives it off Castronova. Mulroy over Horace Jackson with it now, trying to get in there. He's just going to pass it right back out to Mulroy, who gives it over to Nova. Castronova now back to Mulroy. Trying to drive but can't go anywhere. Pass is way long, but he's able to get it back in. Horace Jackson with it now in the corner. Now James Castronova driving against Berge, but he passes it out. Back out. Castronova for 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Horace Jackson with another backwards layup, but it's tipped by Mason Rush. It's going to be Quakertown ball. Matt Thomas, no-look pass to Rush in the corner. Rush looking for a shot. He doesn't have one. He's going to give it right back to Thomas as time expires. And your Panthers now down 20-7 here in the first quarter.
Now let's get a hypothetical here. 20 points by Upper Dublin in the first quarter. If they do that 4 more quarters or 3 more quarters, that's 60. I mean, that's not too much. So Quakertown, all they have to do is outscore them, and we can get back into this game. Not a strong first quarter offensively, but they can do it.
Usually you want to score your opponents in a basketball game.
Quakertown has it, especially with a strong player like Matt Thomas. I don't see this game getting too far behind.
Panthers currently having trouble stopping the fast-paced offense of Upper Dublin, as it looks like they have certainly been practicing this for a long time. These guys have been together for almost 4 years now. As Panthers with a lot of depth, as we can see the grades at least. We got multiple juniors and sophomores playing, and we have a good mix of seniors as well.
Yeah, we don't have a very well, not developed team, but we don't have a lot of players who have a lot of chemistry. Sam Wilkin, he played up with a lot of seniors for most of his career. We have players some players played on the freshman team together, but past that, I mean, Aiden Berge didn't play last year. We have players with injuries, stuff like that. So it's really hard to be able to build that chemistry when it's only a season, not this Upper Dublin team who has a lot of players who've been playing together for way long.
Sam Wilkin with it now. He's going to give it off to Berge. Aiden Berge looking around, gets to Matt Thomas. Thomas for a quick three. It's no good. Rebounded by Horace Jackson. Horace Jackson gives it off. It's going to be Brandon Altman. Altman in. Pass right back out to Altman. He's going to try and drive the shot. It's up, and it's no good.
Ooh.
Rebounded by Castronova. Castronova up, and the shot is no good.
And offensive rebounds seem to be playing an issue. It's almost always playing an issue for Quakertown, something that they just seem to not be able to, a little hump they're not able to get over. So,
in for Upper Dublin is Benji Rance and number 12, Kevin McNeil. As we can see, the full starting lineup of Upper Dublin has already come out of the game. Second free throw by Castronova is good, so he sinks his two. Sam Wilkin now going down the court, trying to get a play, pointing his man to his spot. Gets there late, has nowhere to go. Matt Thomas with it now. Very aggressive defense from Upper Dublin. Thomas over to Wilkin. Wilkin being trapped on the sideline. Wilkin gets around his man, but it looks like they're going to call a foul on Wilkin there. Just a little bit of the hook of the body to get around him is what they called there.
and that will do it. Quakertown struggling a lot with their fouls too, and there one is right there.
McNeil with it now, working against Thomas. McNeil over to Brandon Altman. Altman trying to drive. He kicks it out to Castanova. In it goes, and Rance with an easy bucket. Great cut from him there. As Wilkin, again, taking it down. Trying to get past Horace Jackson, and he will. The shot goes up, and it's tipped. Rebounded by Horace Jackson, taking it down the court quickly. Gets it in. Castronova, up he goes. No good. Rebounded by Castronova, trying to go back up with it. He can't. Passes it out. It's going to be off of Quakertown.
And I mean, the last thing you want is Upper Dublin fighting Upper Dublin for offensive boards. I mean, Quakertown just seemed to not be able to box out. I mean, even with the people and their height, I mean, Quakertown just really can't get anything done offensively.
In for Quakertown is Jameson Sykes and Mac Mitchell and Trey McRae. Horace Jackson with it now driving in. The bucket is no good. They're going to give him 2 shots. It's a good move in the Euro step to get in there. Upper Dublin, a lot of good depth, especially their bench with some very good players. Who would start on most other teams in the league. Horace Jackson being one of them, as he's ready to take his first free throw here. It's good.
And that is something that makes this Upper Dublin team so great. I mean, a lot of teams struggle with their depth and taking their starters off the bench, but with Upper Dublin, they're able to take almost anybody off and still be leading a tough game.
Second shot from Jackson goes in. Panthers now down 26-7 with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second. Mitchell swings it around. Mushrush with it now. Gives it off to McRae at the Q. McRae gives it to Mac Mitchell. Quakertown with nobody in the paint here, as Matt Thomas with it. Swings it over. McRae has it. Looking for a shot. Gets it to Sykes. Wide open in the corner for 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Sykes.
Board.
No one's there, and he gets the bucket. Nobody was under the net for Upper Dublin there as Sykes missed the shot and was able to get right in there for an easy rebound and put back.
And I wish it was that easy, but.
Yegi Rance passed it over. McNeil has it, trying to drive. He kicks it out. Horace Jackson, and they're going to get Jackson for a travel there. And in for Upper Dublin comes Idris Rains, Justin Ragsdale, and Kobe Bazemore. Idris Rines, a very tall, very strong player for the Upper Dublin Cardinals. Their starting center. McCray stops on a dime, gets it off to Mac Mitchell, gets it to Sykes, who is cutting out to Mushrush. Over way across the court. Matt Thomas for three. It's good. Matt Thomas with a little bit long of a three, and he's going to make it.
A little bit of a celebration there by Matt Thomas, and it's once again great to see him back in the lineup.
Bazemore with it now. Gets it over to McNeil. McNeil to Rance. And
Quakertown ball.
It looks like they're going to call a 3-second violation on Idris Rines there.
And looking a little positive here by Quakertown. Last 3 minutes here. They're looking really good. See if they can keep this energy alive.
Trey McCray taking it up the court now. He gets it to Mac Mitchell. Ball stolen by Mulroy. Mulroy's going to go up, and he's going to dunk. Nothing super not normal about that. Oh, my God.
Note Upper Dublin, number 4 in the state. Very great team.
Gavin Mushrush got swatted. That was...
I mean, I didn't see it.
Yeah, no, I don't know what that's all about, but good Lord.
Hey, maybe we can settle on a 3 here and make that play right there not matter as much. Maybe help us.
Mushrush looking for a man open. He gets it over to Sykes. Sykes to McCray. McCray to Mushrush. Who's going to get it into Sykes, but it's stolen by Mulroy. Mulroy to Rines. Rines all the way up the court to Bazemore. Bazemore pass over to Ragsdale. Ragsdale's pass to Mulroy gets away, and it's going to be Quakertown ball.
Mulroy seems to be all over our offense. I mean, stealing almost every single pass. Quakertown needs to be a little bit more aware of where he is on the court.
Mac Mitchell's pass goes into Mushrush, who's going to give it right back. Mitchell's going to give it off to McCray to take it up the court. McCray being guarded by McLaughlin. McCray gives it off to Sykes. Now right back to him. And it's going to go back to Sykes again. Sykes for three. It's no good. Rebounded by Idris Rines. Rines gets it up the court. McLaughlin over to Ragsdale. Ragsdale's shot is no good. It's going to be more free throws for Upper Dublin here. Upper Dublin currently leading 28-12 with 4 minutes and 12 seconds left in the second quarter. And you can just see the hustle and the strength of Upper Dublin coming into play here as they're just able to get anywhere they want on the court as fast as possible.
And something that they haven't been doing well, which is unusual, is the free throws. Already missing 4 this game and helping us out a little bit. This game would probably be a little bit more out of hand if they were building that momentum off the free throws.
Ragsdale's second shot is good. Mitchell looking to pass it in. He gets it into Wilkin. Sam Wilkin looking around. He gets the play from DaCosta as he's going to call it. Screen from Mitchell. He's going to be able to get it around his man. McCray in the corner driving in. Back out to Sykes. Sykes to Wilkin. Wilkin wide open three. No good off the side of the rim.
Couldn't finish
Passes
the court.
up. It's going to be Mulroy in the corner. Mulroy gets to McLaughlin, a no-look pass, and another smooth one behind the back, and it's going to be a 3 from Bazemore. Mulroy with a good pass behind Mitchell's back to get it to Bazemore in the corner, as it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Upper Dublin. It's going to stay with Quakertown. Upper Dublin just doing what they want when they want right now. The Quakertown showing a good effort. Wilkin with it now. Guarded by Bazemore. Sam Wilkin pushing it up the court. He's going to try and get it to McCray, but it's going to be a foul on Bazemore as he grabbed his arm.
And Upper Dublin really not slowing down at all on defense. Still playing as hard as they can and not letting Quakertown think any slights of any comebacks.
Same on offense as well. Sam Wilkin with it now. Wilkin taking his time, looking for somebody open. He gets it to Mushrush in the corner, who's immediately double-teamed. It's taken away by Mulroy, who gets it up to Ragsdale. Ragsdale to Bazemore, and it's going to go off of McCrae. It's going to be Upper Dublin ball.
And once again, Mulroy seems to just be all over our offense. And I mean, just completely shredding us. And Quakertown needs to find a way around it.
Riley McLaughlin inbounds it to Mulroy, who gives it to Idris Rhines, working against Sykes. Now it's Bazemore, over to Ragsdale, into Rhines. Rhines backing down Wilkin, and it's going to be on Sam Wilkin. They're going to call him for a block.
Interesting call there. You think the refs would be able to help us out a little bit here, but score-wise, nothing really changing.
In for Quakertown comes Matt Thomas. He's going to be taking out Sam Wilkin.
And would like to see Matt Thomas shoot some more shots, leading our scoring this game so far with 6.
Bazemore gets it off to Mulroy. Mulroy looking for a shot, but he gives it right back to Bazemore. He's going to take a little jumper, and it's no good. And it's going to be a foul on McCrae. Upper Dublin now in the bonus, as they're going to get foul shots here. It's going to be Riley McLaughlin. Quakertown able to get it up the court today pretty easy, which is something that they've struggled with in the past when teams press them. But it's when they get it up the court is where they have their struggles, as McLaughlin makes his first free throw. Quakertown has spent most of their time on offense passing it around the three-point line instead of getting it to men inside and kicking it back out.
And for Quakertown, it's really hard for them, as you've seen through previous games, is to develop plays. I mean, they get the passing done, just really rare for them to be able to find an open shot, which a lot of teams do have a great time with, as Matt Thomas just...
Ball gets away from him. Mulroy's going to go up, and he's going to dunk again. Yeah, it wasn't really much of a dunk. It was more of a lay-in. McCrae taking it up the court now, working against Ragsdale. Gets it over to Mitchell, who gets it to Mushrush. Down low to Sykes, but it's knocked away. Picked up by McCrae. Gets it into Sykes. Sykes working against the small man, but he passes it out. Matt Thomas for 3. It's no good. Picked up by Ragsdale. Ragsdale gets it in. It's going to be McLaughlin over to Mulroy, and Mulroy tries the dunk over Mushrush, but he's just going to lay it in. That could have been bad.
Yeah.
Quakertown's going to take a timeout here. Currently down 38-12 with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the half.
I mean, there's no mercy rules, are there? So definitely taking a beating Quakertown right now, and
Quakertown still showing that they can move the ball around and get open shots on offense, which is a big plus because it's something that they struggled with over the past few games.
And to Quakertown's credit, not looking as good as they usually do. I mean, when you play a hard team like Upper Dublin, you're not going to be able to play as good as you usually do, but Quakertown just a little bit lower than they usually are, and would like to see them get us some more points up on the board coming out of this timeout.
Upper Dublin with an equally as good football team, as they were co-champions this year in the division with your Quakertown Panthers and the Souderton Indians, who lost to the Quakertown Panthers. Mac Mitchell inbounds it. McCrae has it now, calling out a play. Horace Jackson back in for Upper Dublin, and so is Brandon Altman, which both players are currently trapping Thomas, who gets it away to McCrae. Very fortunate to get that pass away as Thomas, long pass to Mushrush, who gets it into Mitchell, and he is blocked by Idris Rhines. Taking it up is Altman now. Gets it in. It's going to be Castronova who gets the layup. Matt Thomas seems to have hurt his hand as he went up to try and block the shot, missed, and smacked the backboard.
And maybe Quakertown could open just...
Thomas is not paying attention as the pass gets away, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Upper Dublin ball here.
And maybe we just start shooting half courts. I mean, at this point, Quakertown just not being able to get anything done. Obviously, that's a joke. I mean, this game's not over. But Quakertown, I mean, I'd love to see something develop here. Really struggling.
Mulroy to Altman. Altman for 3. His shot is no good. Rebounded by Mushrush. He's going to take it up himself.
I mean, one half court won't hurt.
Mushrush over to Thomas. Thomas gives it right back. Mush Rush working against Mulroy. Kicks it out to Thomas. Working against Altman. Out to Sykes. Sykes has it. Also working against Altman, who gives it to McCray. McCray with a spin move into Sykes, and no shot, as there's going to be a foul on Brandon Altman. It's going to be a Quakertown ball underneath the net.
Mason Rush looking to be subbing in for Matt Thomas. Mason maybe not knowing where Matt was, kind of looking over the court other than where he was.
Ball's inbound. It's going to be to Sykes, who kicks it out to McCray. McCray looking for an open man. He gives it to Rush. Rush almost by the half-court line as it looks like he's about to get double-teamed, but he's going to give it off to McCray. McCray driving in into Sykes. Sykes for the lay. It's good. Good pass there from Trey McCray.
Sykes hit the 2 to make the lead shortened down to 26.
Shot by Altman is up, and it's good. Wide open 3, and he sinks it.
29.
McCray with it now. 20 seconds left. Score is 43-14.
And I'd like to go into the first half here, down by at least 1/3.
Foul there on Brandon Altman. It's going to be Quakertown ball underneath the net. Inbounding for Quakertown is Mush Rush. Mush Rush into Sykes, who loses it. It's going to be Mulroy taking up the court. Gets it to Rhines. Rhines is going to be fouled.
And Jameson Sykes slow to get up there. Looked like he was maybe hit on the elbow, but looks to be staying in the game.
Idris Rhines to take his first 2 free throws here tonight. Matt Thomas currently in the training room. Not a good sight, especially after today is his first game back as Rhines makes his first free throw.
And would hate to see that return short-lived, especially with a few more home games left in us.
It looks like Thomas should be okay, though. He's only getting his hand wrapped and taped in there.
And upcoming schedule for Quakertown Tuesday and Thursday are both home games for us.
2 seconds left. Rush is going to put one up there, and it's no good. So Quakertown going into halftime down 44-14. As I think it's pretty obvious what we've seen here so far, Dalton.
I mean, Quakertown's really been dominating.
Upper Dublin, very good offense, very coordinated, and it's just very hard to stop a team that always knows where their teammates are.
And I mean, Upper Dublin has a lot of great players on that team, and no surprise here that Quakertown isn't really getting anything done. So, I mean, hopefully coming out into the second half here, we'll be able to return much stronger than we are right now.
And as we leave for halftime, we would like to thank all of you who are currently listening and all of you who will be tuning in the future. Thank you very much. And we're back. It's going to be Upper Dublin ball. Jonathan Mulroy for a three-pointer already, and it's good. Sam Wilkin now gets it over to McCray. McCray looking for an open man. He doesn't really have one, but he gets it into Sykes. McCray now gets it over Mushrush for a wide open three. It's good. Gavin Mushrush with a three to start off the quarter.
And Quakertown coming out of this half, shooting a little better, looking a little bit more aggressive than they were.
Bazemore with it now, and it's going to be a foul on McCray. It's going to be Upper Dublin ball out of bounds here. Jonathan Mulroy gets it in. Or Ryan Mulroy, sorry. Gets it over. The shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Berge, who gets it over to Wilkin.
Mr. Community Man, Aiden Berge.
Wilkin gets it to McCray in the corner. Now Sykes has it, who gives it right back. McCray gets his pass stolen by Mulroy. Mulroy's probably going to try and dunk again, and he did.
Rim grazer, I can do that.
Yeah, I can get up there myself. McCray with it now. Gets it into Wilkin. Wilkin with a good move. Shot is up, and it's good.
What a play by Sam Wilkin to get in there. I mean, just a great player all around, and foul called on Sam Wilkin.
Upper Dublin's going to inbounds here, and in for the Panthers comes Matt Thomas, taking out McCray. With it now is McLaughlin, who gives it back to Bazemore. Bazemore driving against Thomas here. And they're going to call a push on Sam Wilkin down in the paint. It's going to be Upper Dublin ball underneath the net.
And I mean, Sam Wilkin getting subbed out here, did his part, but
in comes Trey McCray. And so far at the start of this quarter, both teams coming out swinging as Mulroy gets an early layup.
And one team is punching a teddy bear, and I mean, this teddy bear is going to the ground, and that's Upper Dublin on Quakertown, as Upper Dublin's just destroying us coming out of this second half.
Sykes into Berge now, working against Bazemore, a much smaller
Big man, Berg.
Shot is up and no good. It's going to be a free throw for Aiden Berge.
Aiden Berge, I mean, using the smaller defender, just pushing the body out of the way, not able to get the call, but going to the line for two.
Speaking of Aiden Berge, we'd like to congratulate him on his commitment to the University of Army, going to play football there.
And huge accomplishment. I mean, Aiden Berge, great player all around. I know he'll be great on the field. I mean, community service is at all time, and he loves serving our community, and there's no place better than the Army.
It's nice that we have a player coming from Quakertown going to play ranked Division I football as he makes his second free throw.
And a bright future for the kid for sure.
Bazemore bringing it up the court now. Gets it over to Rhines. Rhines to McLaughlin. McLaughlin with a good move, a good cut, and a great pass as Justin Ragsdale gets an easy bucket.
And speaking of commitments, we also have another person who just committed, Matt Thomas, committing to Bloomsburg as Gavin Mushrush
overshoots a three. As Bazemore's taking it up quickly, his layup is no good. It's going to be a layup by Rhines, who picked it up, and it's good. McCray taking it up the court now. He's going to slow it. Looking for an open shot. Currently doesn't have one. Gets it to Thomas.
Here's Thomas.
Thomas gets it over. Berge with it now. Berge looking for a man. He's got McCray. McCray looking for a shot here.
And Berge saying I'll pass it to Jameson.
McCray with it now. Gets it to Thomas. Thomas almost loses it. Gets it back. The shot goes up, and it's no good. No foul called, as it's going to go off of Sykes. Good play there by Mulroy to knock it off of the Quakertown player.
And very smart of Mulroy to be able to throw it off there. And this brings back to the IQ of this Upper Dublin team. I mean, they really have not a lot of struggles here.
In for the Panthers comes Jackson Torres. As it's going to be Rhines who gets it over. Ragsdale with it now underneath the basket. It's blocked, but they're going to call a foul. Good swat there by Sykes, but apparently not legal.
Sykes said psych, and then a foul was called.
Ragsdale shooting free throws here.
And, I mean, I got to compliment his shoes. I mean, he's got some great shoes on.
He does.
And can't hit a free throw with them, though, so might have to switch out of them. That's his third miss of the day.
Got the nice pink shoes there.
And a pink band on his leg. Wonder what that signifies.
It's a knee band.
Oh.
His second shot is also no good. As
And
McCray is going to lose it, but it's picked up by Torres and given to Mushrush, who's going to give it right back to McCray, who's going to slow it down. Score is currently 55-21 Upper Dublin with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Thomas looking for a man. He gets it in, but it's taken away by Ragsdale. McCray almost gets it back, but it's picked up. McLaughlin over in the corner. Bazemore for three, and it's good. Trey McCray with it now, taking it up the court. Trying to get a shot here. As Sykes with it now inside, gets it back out to McCray. Looking for something here, doesn't have it. Gets it to Sykes. Sykes looking for a man, doesn't have one, so he just gives it right back to McCray, who gets it into Torres.
Let's see Torres here. Big man.
Torres' shot is up and no good as it's picked up. Ryan Mulroy taking it up the court quickly, gets it to Rhines. Rhines' layup is good. Almost squeaked out of there, but he got it in. Thomas with it now. Gets it over to McCray. McCray driving in against Rhines, but the pass gets away. It's going to be picked up again by Matt Thomas.
Matt Thomas, here he comes. Good pass.
Into Sykes for an easy layup.
Great play there by Matt Thomas and Upper Dublin's first time out of the day.
A little bit lucky there for the Panthers as all the players were over by the basket and nobody was downfield guarding Rhines. So Quakertown, after starting off this quarter sharp, they let it get away from them.
And I wouldn't say they started out as sharp as they should be, but sharper than they have been, as
currently only down by 37. Very doable comeback.
And I've seen it happen before. I mean, my grandpa, he played for Quakertown, and he had a great comeback like that. And just like my auntie, her comeback to the WNBA after her knee broke out. So, I mean, for all the people out there, it's good to see my, hopefully that dream come true here with one of these Quakertown players.
Your auntie's Angel Reese, correct?
No. It's Sue Bird.
Sue Bird, gotcha.
If anybody asks, you go guard Sue Bird then.
Ryan Mulroy with it now, bringing it up the court. A long pass taken by Altman. Altman
pulling the line.
Force for three, no good.
Wait, hustle, boys, come on.
And it's going to be lost by RJ Fico. The pass is right to his guy, but he gets fouled.
And I mean, this game's just starting to feel like a circus. I mean, balls are going everywhere, and hopefully Quakertown can reel back in here.
Yet another foul for the Panthers as they're already up to 15 so far into the third quarter. Something that has just haunted them every game so far this year.
Every game seems to be a struggle with fouls. And, I mean, nothing lacking here as another missed free for Upper Dublin. I mean, coaches might have to get them to the line, start shooting, because something that I've been seeing Upper Dublin struggle with is pretty much just their free throws. I mean, this game would be way far out of reach.
Second free throw here is good. Riley McLaughlin there with the make. It's going to be Thomas as it gets over to Rush. Rush gets the man off his feet for three. No good. A great ball fake there by Mason Rush.
Man.
Horace Jackson now taking it up the court. Gets it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin's pass. Mulroy has it now. Out to Horace Jackson. Takes a step back and gives it right back to Mulroy. Mulroy looking for an open man. He gets it over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin, good pass to Horace Jackson, who misses the tough backwards layup.
Some jelly there. Just put some slang on that thing. Just missed it.
Mason Rush with it now in the corner. He gives it out to Thomas. 57 seconds left in the quarter. Thomas can't get past his man, but he eventually gets by him. The jumper, no good. Rebounded Colin Fico. Colin Fico's shot,
big man.
no good as well.
Thomas getting up there.
Horace Jackson taking up the court now, looking for a basket. His shot is no good. It's going to be a foul on R.J. Fico.
And, man, I mean, he has a bag. I mean, all these moves that he's pulling, not getting it done, but showing what he's got in his bag. And great player as such.
Time ran off about 10 seconds there. Not what was supposed to happen, but first free throw from Horace Jackson is good.
And shout out to the Quakertown cheerleaders. I've been hearing a lot of them tonight. Been able to see a bunch of their cool moves. And
second free throw from Jackson is no good. Rebounded by Upper Dublin. It's Castronova. And it's going to be Horace Jackson. Or it's going to be a timeout. Upper Dublin calling their second timeout as the ball was getting a little loose down there.
What?
Quakertown currently down by 39 with 21 seconds left in the third quarter.
And just a lot lacking from this Quakertown team, something that we haven't seen as much from Quakertown. And still 23 points on the board.
The number one thing that I've seen that this team has not lacked is effort. They've been going for every loose ball. They've been diving for everything. They've been taking open shots. They've been playing their game. It's hard to beat the number 4 team in the state.
I mean, yeah, when you're
14.
When you're a top team, and I mean they were originally number 2 in the state. I mean, when you're versing a top team anywhere, I mean it's going to be hard to win, and especially with a team like us that is still developing with young players and old players. I mean, we're kind of all over the place, but Quakertown, I know in a few years will be pretty good. So I like to see how they develop and the team they turn into.
A lot of good up-and-coming juniors and sophomores looking to have a turnaround season next year. As the inbounds goes to Castronova. Castronova gets it over. Riley McLaughlin has it now, who gets it over. It's going to be the shot by Altman. He's going to airball the 3. And Colin Fico now taking it down the court. Gets it over to his brother, R.J. Fico. 6 seconds left, trying to get a shot off. And he loses the ball. He's going to get it back.
Here it is.
And Matt Thomas gets the pass to Rush, but he doesn't get the shot off in time. Quakertown at the end of the third quarter losing 62-23. And not much to say here tonight, except there's a reason that Upper Dublin is currently number 4 ranked in the state.
And honestly, I can't say that Quakertown's playing the worst performance of their season. I mean, Plymouth Whitemarsh, they didn't score near as much, and that team's just not near as good. I mean, they have a good player, but Quakertown's doing a little bit of a much better job against this number 2 team than they have with other high teams.
Quakertown looks like they're going to drop to 3-15 after this game, as not the season they were hoping for, but the season that they have.
And I mean, they played hard. They played as much as they could, just seemed to not be able to build that chemistry together and struggling, really.
In for the Panthers is going to be Jackson Torres, Matt Thomas, RJ, and Colin Fico, and Mason Rush. It's going to be Quakertown ball as to start the fourth quarter. It's going to be Matt Thomas taking it up. Thomas working against his man. Some good ball movement there, but it's going to be taken away. Up the court he goes, and the layup is good. But Horace Jackson touches the rim, and it's going to be no good, but he's still going to get his free throws. Number 1, Brandon Altman with a very aggressive layup there that almost turned into a highlight reel play for him.
And Upper Dublin really being hurt by that play right there. I mean, losing a point can definitely be tragic to the team here.
And yet another foul less than 30 seconds into this quarter. Just something that the Panthers, it's their number 1 weakness.
And they go down by 40 here with that free throw make.
Brandon Altman looking to take his second shot here, as it's good. Jackson Torres is going to inbounds it here to Matt Thomas. Thomas working against Altman. He gets it over. RJ Fico with it now in the corner. Gets it to his brother Colin Fico.
Big body,
Layup
big body.
is good. Colin Fico with his first points of the game. Taking up the court now, Kevin McNeil. He gets it over to Altman. Altman looking for somebody open as the ball is knocked out of his hands, but there's going to be a foul on RJ Fico there. Not the greatest showing from Quakertown here so far, but things happen. You just face teams like this.
And honestly, even if Quakertown got to 40 points before the end of the game here, I mean, that would be quite impressive for them.
Castronova's layup is no good. It's going to be taken by Rush. Rush moving up the court, looking for an open shot. He doesn't have one. He gets it to Thomas, into Colin Fico, who loses it. It's picked up by Altman. Another turnover for the Panthers as Horace Jackson looking to do something, but he loses the ball. Jackson Torres gets it to Matt Thomas. Thomas is going to be fouled. They're going to get Brandon Altman there.
And just Quakertown starting to pick up a little bit heat here at the fourth quarter, but definitely much too late as they're down by 39.
Into the corner to RJ Fico. He gets it up to Matt Thomas at the top. His little jumper is no good. And it's going to go off of Jackson Torres. It's going to be upper Dublin ball.
And when Matt Thomas has that mid-ranger hitting, I mean, it really can hurt a team. And although Upper Dublin not being much affected by the output of this game, still playing a role.
Foul called there on RJ Fico. In for the Panthers comes Mac Mitchell, who's taking out Colin Fico. Quakertown looking to get some points here before the end of the game. Castronova with it now, gets it into Horace Jackson. Horace Jackson's layup is good.
And playing the patient game there for him as he waits for the defenders to jump and just gets the easy bucket.
Mason Rush taking up the court, working against Altman. A good dribble between the legs. He gets his pass off to Torres. Torres, jump fake, and it's knocked away. Altman has it. Horace Jackson going up the court. He's going to miss the dunk. He gets stuffed by the rim.
Maybe got
and that is not something you want to see. You can see the Upper Dublin bench cracking up about it as one of the most embarrassing things that can happen on a basketball court. In it goes to Castronova, who gets it over to Horace Jackson. Into the corner and back into Castronova. He's going to go up, and it's good. Another easy bucket for him as Trey McCray is going to take it up the court here. Working against Castronova. Gets it to RJ Fico. RJ back to Trey. Trey trying to do something against Castronova, but he can't, so he gives it right back to Fico. Fico to Torres. Torres gets it knocked out of his hands and out of bounds, but it's going to be Quakertown ball. And in for Quakertown come two younger players in Joey Bodner and Ben Hutchinson. And then in for Upper Dublin comes number 10, Bryce Kukla, and number 20, Brian Fogel. McCray with it now, working against Rance. Gives it to Rush. Rush to Hutchinson. Hutchinson, a very tall and very good sophomore. His layup is good. Hutchinson's layup to cut the lead down to 41.
And talking about Ben Hutchinson and Joey Bodner coming onto the court, they are some efficient JV players. I mean, very young, still sophomores, but I could see them being great coming into the future, especially with next year around the corner. I mean, I definitely see a lot of potential in these young players such as CJ Peacher, Ben Hutchinson, and Joey Bodner.
Three-pointer from McNeil is no good as Quakertown has it now. Bodner down with it. Gets it to Hutchinson. Hutchinson to McCray. Looking for an open man. He doesn't have one. Actually, he's got multiple, as Bonner now has it in the corner. McCray with it to Rush. Rush gives it back. McKay taking a little dribble to his right, gets it into Mac Mitchell as he's going to be fouled.
I'd like to see Mac Mitchell maybe put up a few points. Haven't seen much of him this season. Great player all around. Definitely going to have more development coming into a senior year next year, but still a great player, and I'd like to see him maybe put some points up on the board before the end of this game.
Mason Rush with it now, gets it to Bodner in the corner. Bodner's going to be fouled. That one right there on Benji Rance.
Left, right, center, fouls everywhere. I mean, both sides of the court seem to be getting fouls, so hopefully they can pick it up a little bit here.
In for the Panthers comes Drew Sweeter, a celebrity to the students and players here.
Great to see him hit that three-pointer on senior night.
And it goes to Mitchell. Mitchell gets it to Rush. Rush to Sweeter in the corner. He gives it out to Hutchinson. Now Joey Bodner with it here. He just hands it off to Mason Rush. Rush looking for an open shot, doesn't have one. It's going to be Sweeter in the corner for a long three. It's no good. Rebounded by Upper Dublin. Ryan Fogel with it now, taking it up the court. He gets it off in the corner for three. It's no good. The shot from Bryce Kukla. Mac Mitchell now taking it up the court. He gives it off to Rush. Rush looking for something open here as he doesn't have much. Gets it over to Hutchinson. Hutchinson gets it to Mac Mitchell. Mac Mitchell driving in, kicks it out to Ben Hutchinson. Thought about taking a three there for a second, but doesn't. And he goes up with it, and it's no good. It's going to be two foul shots there for Hutchinson.
And I might not hate to say it, but, I mean, this young team that's on the court right now they're looking good. I mean, they're really staying with them. They're passing the ball. They seem to be getting these passes open. And, I mean, honestly, for Quakertown, definitely see a lot of potential out of these young players, especially with seniors like Sam Wilkin, Aiden Berge leaving soon. I mean, I can see next year if they can stay slow, they can get these passes and wide open shots. I don't see why we wouldn't have a winning season next year.
Hutchinson's free throw is no good. Picked up by Luke Cardo. Taking it up the court here. 34 seconds left in the fourth. It looks like Upper Dublin's just going to be passing the ball around here, but he's going to go up for the layup. And it's good. Kevin McNeil going up for the garbage time layup as he's going to get fouled with it as well.
And clock's going to run out here soon with 17 seconds left.
At the end of the game here, what do you notice, Dalton? I mean, it's very easy to see some standout things.
I mean, I really got to mention what I was saying earlier about the young team players on the court right now. I mean, I just see a lot of potential out of them. I mean, they look like their rhythm and chemistry is there. They look strong. They look efficient as they're getting these shots. I mean, they're getting rebounds. I mean, they're doing everything right now as Mason Rush hits the two.
As the clock hits 0, your Quakertown Panthers 29 and the Upper Dublin Cardinals 71. There's a big reason why they're ranked number 4 in the state, and they showed it to us tonight.
Definitely showing us tonight why they are such a great, efficient team. But I can't see why we can't come back next time and beat them. Yeah.
As we sign off tonight, we would like to thank all of you for tuning in. We would like to thank anybody who is here in person and also help donate to Minithon. And we would like to wish you all a good night. We would like to wish you all a very safe drive home. Thank you very much.